Chapter 11 Xiao Family Xiao Fansheng. You are listening at novelfull.audio. The grand square of my city is very lively. Because today is the day for the competition among the families in my city, the three first-rate families participating in the competition are the Ji family, the Wang family, and the Zhang family. The three second-rate families are the Xiao family, the Bai family, and the Lan family. In addition, there are several third-rate families. The so-called first-rate, second-rate, and third-rate here are only for my city. Outside, they are all at the same level and are not in the mainstream. In the middle of the grand square, a huge competition platform has been built. The entire grand square is crowded with people, with nearly 20,000 people watching, and the number is still increasing. After all, this competition is related to the pattern of my city in the next 20 years. The Ji family is here, someone shouted, which immediately attracted the attention of many people. Everyone turned their heads to look in the distance, and the crowd took the initiative to make way for a passage. There were more than 10 people from the Ji family this time, and there were 3 contestants, Ji Wuchang, Ji Bing, and Ji He. Ji Wuchang and Ji Ping walked side by side with a calm expression. When Xiaomei came out this morning, Ji Ping had her tongue dug out and her legs cut off. Her family was also captured last night, a total of 19 people. These people will become the nutrients of the Ji family's back garden, and the few who look good will be sent to the brothel. Ji Wuchang looked around calmly, and immediately attracted the exclamation of the girl. Mr. Ji is looking at me. Mr. Ji is so handsome. It is said that Mr. Ji is a disciple of Changshengmen, and he must be the first in today's competition. The Ji family is the first family in my city, and Mr. Ji is a dragon among men. It is natural for him to get the first place. There were discussions in the crowd. Everyone did not hide their praise for Ji Wuchang. Although Ji Bing and Ji He were a little jealous, even the head of the family had to smile carefully, so how could they dare to have any opinions? At a seat not far away, this is where the Xiao family is located. A total of 5 people came, and Xiao Fan, wearing a coarse linen shirt, stood among them. Hearing the discussions around him, Xiao Fan sneered in his heart. A bunch of ignorant country bumpkins, I will surprise you later. Xiao Fan secretly clenched his fists, and then his expression was unusually calm. But there was a proud look in his eyes, thinking of the secret map he got from Xiaomei 2 days ago. Xiao Fan's heart was hot. He himself did not expect that the casual chess he arranged at the beginning would have such a big harvest. Ji Wuchang's eyes swept across the Wang family, Zhang family and other families, and finally paused on Xiao Fan of the Xiao family, and a smile appeared at the corner of his mouth. His clothes today are full of people with the 9th level of Qi. Ji Wuchang lived a new life, and he understood the most important truth, that is, saving his life is the most important thing. As for those arrogants, it's not worth shit. Ji Wuchang retracted his gaze and then sat down in the seat of the Ji family. System, sign in, ding. Sign in successfully at the grand square of my city, reward 3 years of cultivation. Qi value +3. Ji Wuchang was overjoyed. He deliberately saved the opportunity to sign in here today. As the grand square of my city, this is the most popular place in my city. Signing in here is definitely better than signing in at Ji's house. Facts have proved that Ji Wuchang's idea is right. Feeling a pure spiritual power pouring into his body, Ji Wuchang did not hesitate at all and integrated it into his limbs. At the moment when this power was integrated, the sound of thunder in Ji Wuchang's body continued to come. Ji Wuchang clearly felt that there was a special golden luster on his skin. Ji Wuchang touched it with his hand. It was soft and full of endless tenacity. Ji Wuchang had a hunch that ordinary swords could not hurt him at all. Is this the feeling of golden skin? Ji Wuchang muttered to himself with his mouth, his eyes shining. After breaking through the golden skin, he felt that his overall strength had at least doubled. Moreover, he felt that his body was light and dust-free, which was a special state of mind. Ji Wuchang was extremely surprised. At this moment, his strength was far superior to that of his previous life. Ji Ping looked at Ji Wuchang in surprise. He was closest to Ji Wuchang. Just now, he felt a terrible power in Ji Wuchang. However, this feeling disappeared in an instant, and Ji Ping didn't know if it was his illusion. The draw for the competition was held, and there were only more than 20 participants. The first round was a knockout round. Wuchang's opponent did not change, and was still a member of the Lan family. They were the fifth to appear. Like in the previous life, the disciple of the Lan family admitted defeat directly, and neither of them fought. The next competition for Wuchang was Xiao Fan versus Wang Chuan of the Wang family. Wang Chuan was a cultivator of the third level of qi refining. When he saw Xiao Fan on the stage, he showed contempt in his eyes. Wuchang smiled at the two people fighting in the field. Wang Chuan's offensive was fierce, forcing Xiao Fan to retreat continuously. The people of the Wang family cheered, and the people around cheered for Wang Chun. Wuchang closed his eyes after seeing this scene in his previous life, and he felt there was no need to watch it again, but at this moment, Wuchang was watching with great interest. Xiao Fan seemed to be retreating, but the initiative of the entire battlefield was within his calculations. Wang Chun seemed to be attacking fiercely, but in fact, he was being played by Xiao Fan. In a blink of an eye, the two had fought more than 100 moves. Wang Chun was already exhausted and panting, and the cheering voices around him became quieter. At this moment, Xiao Fan moved, and came to Wang Chun at lightning speed. Before he could react, he punched Wang Chun in the stomach. Wang Chun's face was twisted in pain, and his body kept retreating, and finally fell off the competition platform. Xiao Fan of the Xiao family wins. Wang Chun glared at Xiao Fan fiercely. He still thought it was because of his carelessness, otherwise Xiao Fan would not be able to defeat him. Ping glanced at Wuchang, and then said, "Wuchang, how do you feel about this Xiao Fan?" The familiar question came, and Wuchang still clearly remembered the answer in the previous life, not worth mentioning. Hearing Ping's question at this moment, Wuchang couldn't help but smile slightly, and said calmly, "He is a guy who is good at forbearance. The final duel is between me and him." Ping was stunned when he heard it. He didn't expect Wuchang to have such a high evaluation of Xiao Fan. Ping originally thought that Xiao Fan's victory over Wang Chuan was a matter of luck. Now that Wuchang said this, he couldn't help but think back to the competition just now. The more he thought about it, the more frightened he became. From the beginning to the end, it was Xiao Fan who controlled the rhythm. At this moment, Ping's eyes flashed with a fierce light, and he looked in the direction of the Xiao family. Chapter 12, Kill Instantly and Change Your Fate. You are listening at novelfull.audio. The subsequent competitions were no different from the previous life. After rounds of competitions, Wuchang and Xiao Fan won. No one was surprised by Wuchang's victory. Because Wuchang is a disciple of Changshengmen. But Xiao Fan's continuous victory was like a dark horse that came out of nowhere, shocking everyone present. Especially the ordinary people watching in the square. They cheered for Xiao Fan. Wuchang's gorgeous clothes were too far away for them, just like the stars in the sky, which could only be looked up. Although Xiao Fan was the young master of the Xiao family, his coarse linen clothes were not much different from ordinary people. Therefore, psychologically, many people supported Xiao Fan and hoped that Xiao Fan could carry out the miracle to the end. All the families in my city looked at the Xiao family differently. If Xiao Fan really won the first place, the Xiao family would replace the family and become the first family in my city. Unknowingly, the most exciting competition came, and it was also the last competition, Wuchang of the family versus Xiao Fan of the Xiao family. At this moment, many people even held their breath, and the scene gradually became quiet from the noise. Wuchang calmly stood up from the chair and walked slowly towards the competition stage. He did not show any momentum, just like an ordinary person. At this moment, Xiao Fan was exactly the opposite of Wuchang. He no longer needed to endure, and a strong fighting spirit was revealed from him. At this moment, Xiao Fan was like a sword unsheathed, showing its sharp light to the fullest. Many people looked at Wuchang and then at Xiao Fan. For some reason, they had a feeling that Xiao Fan was like a jumping clown. This feeling appeared clearly in their hearts, and they didn't know why they had this idea. At this moment, there were two people standing in the crowd not far away. One old and one young. The old man was named Tang Yuan, the fifth elder of Changshengmen. with the cultivation level of the 8th level of the Purple Mansion realm, and was also the person in charge of recruiting disciples this time. Behind him was his disciple Wuchang, who was the 4th level of the Qi refining realm. Tang Yuan looked at Xiao Fan, who was like a sword out of his sheath, on the competition stage, and his eyes showed admiration. In the previous life, it was Tang Yuan who took a fancy to Xiao Fan and accepted him as his personal disciple. Later, Xiao Fan became the holy son of Changshengmen because of his outstanding performance. This made Tang Yuan very proud, and he always responded to Xiao Fan's requests. It can be said that Xiao Fan's wings gradually became fuller under Tang Yuan's protection. Master, that senior brother Ji Wuchang is the 4th disciple that the 3rd elder just accepted not long ago. I am quite familiar with him. Wuchang looked at Ji Wuchang, who was slowly stepping onto the competition stage, and spoke quickly. When Tang Yuan heard Wuchang's words, he really moved his eyes away from Xiao Fan and fell on Ji Wuchang. In Changshengmen, Tang Yuan had a good relationship with the 3rd elder Meng Kaihong, otherwise Xiao Fan would not have known in person so quickly. Yes, the aura is calm and steady, not arrogant or impatient. It seems that the 3rd elder has accepted a good disciple. Tang Yuan praised generously. Wuchang smiled and said, Master, senior brother Ji is very hardworking in cultivation. Every time I go to see him, he is practicing. After hearing this, Tang Yuan nodded and then said, Wuchang, although you have a good root bone, you must also practice well and lay a solid foundation for yourself. The foundation building stage is the biggest hurdle for cultivators. If the foundation is not solid, even the best root bone will be wasted. Tang Yuan took the opportunity to give Wuchang some pointers. At this time, Wuchang was still Tang Yuan's youngest disciple, so naturally he favored her the most. After Xiao Fan entered the sect in the previous life, Wuchang was compared to him everywhere, so Tang Yuan no longer cared about him. Yes, Master, the disciple will definitely work hard to practice. Wuchang spoke quickly, with an unusually respectful attitude. Ji Wuchang never dreamed that the 5th elder would appear in my city. After all, he didn't know about this in his last life. Ji Wuchang stepped onto the competition stage slowly, and a pair of boxing gloves appeared in his hands, which he put on carelessly at this moment. When the system released the task, it was mentioned, this is the first task released by the system. The shorter the time, the higher the reward. Therefore, Ji Wuchang had no intention of testing, let alone holding back, and directly took out the strongest equipment. At this moment, Xiao Fan stared at the boxing gloves on Ji Wuchang's hands, and his eyes were about to spit fire. What a Bai family, you look down on me, Xiao Fan, right? You ignored me yesterday, and you can't afford me today. After I defeat Ji Wuchang and win the first place, I will destroy your Bai family. Your Bai family has already found a way to die. Xiao Fan was filled with hatred, and he glanced in the direction of the Bai family. His face was very ugly. Ji Wuchang was already standing on the competition stage at this moment. He glanced at Xiao Fan and then spoke calmly. I heard that you went to the Bai family and wanted this pair of boxing gloves. I wonder if it's true. Ji Wuchang had a smile on his face and a playful look in his eyes. When Xiao Fan heard Ji Wuchang's words, his eyes instantly spit fire, and there was a hint of murderous intent in his eyes. Ji Wuchang, I have been waiting for this battle with you for a long time. Today you will become my stepping stone. Xiao Fan's momentum surged and he spoke to Ji Wuchang. Seeing that the other party controlled his emotions and did not get angry, Ji Wuchang nodded secretly. He was indeed not as good as the other party in his previous life. Xiao Fan, do you really think that you have the capital to be arrogant in front of me just because you defeated a few people? To tell you the truth, you are nothing but trash in my eyes. After Ji Wuchang finished speaking, he no longer hid his cultivation of the middle stage of the 6th level of Qi refining was directly revealed, forming a violent momentum, tearing Xiao Fan's fighting spirit to pieces. In Xiao Fan's shocked eyes, Ji Wuchang moved, the 8 diagrams wandering dragon step was performed, and the whole body instantly disappeared in front of Xiao Fan. Thunder explosion fist. Ji Wuchang shouted lightly, and lightning surged on the boxing gloves, making a hissing sound. There was a faint golden light surging on Ji Wuchang's skin. without the slightest hesitation, his fists crossed and went straight to Xiao Fan's back. Xiao Fan felt something was wrong the moment Ji Wuchang disappeared, and he was extremely shocked at the moment. Didn't they say Ji Wuchang was only at the peak of the 4th level of qi refining? How could he be so strong? Damn it! Feeling the terrible power coming from behind, Xiao Fan quickly used his footwork to step forward, trying to avoid Ji Wuchang's fists, but his speed was no match for Ji Wuchang. As soon as he took a step forward, his 2 fists hit Xiao Fan's back hard. A trace of coldness flashed through Ji Wuchang's heart, and the lightning and the thunder spirit pearl all surged out at this moment, and together with the thunder explosion fist, it hit Xiao Fan's back hard. Ah! Xiao Fan let out a shrill scream, and the whole person flew several meters away, with blood gushing out of his mouth. Chapter 13 Generous Rewards. You are listening at novelfull.audio. With a bang, Xiao Fan fell hard on the ground outside the ring. Lightning flashed all over his body, his back was bloody, and he fainted. At this moment, the whole audience was shocked. As strong as Xiao Fan was, he couldn't even withstand a single move from Ji Wuchang and was killed instantly. Time seemed to have stopped. The entire square was silent. No one spoke. They were all stunned by Ji Wuchang's ruthless attack. Fanner, the first person to react was Xiao Fan's father Xiao Kong. He flew straight to the competition stage and came to Xiao Fan in an instant. Xiao Kong probed Xiao Fan's nose and found that he was still breathing. He couldn't help but breathe a sigh of relief, then he quickly picked up Xiao Fan and ran towards the Xiao family. From beginning to end, Xiao Kong didn't look at Ji Wuchang. He didn't dare to look at him because he was afraid that there would be hatred in his eyes. The Xiao family couldn't even afford to offend the Ji family, let alone Ji Wuchang. Behind him was the Changsheng Gate, which was a real place for cultivating immortals. How could this happen? Shouldn't the 2 of them fight like dragons and tigers, and finally use their killer moves to fight? Damn it, I just went blind, and I still thought Xiao Fan could defeat Master Ji. If you fly with the phoenix, you must be a beautiful bird. If you walk with tigers and wolves, you must be a beast. Master Ji is from the Changsheng sect. How can an ordinary child of aristocratic family compare to him? Master Ji is so handsome. No matter who comes on the field, he will knock them down with one move. So awesome, that the crowd was completely exploded at this moment, and everyone was talking about it, almost all of which were words of praise for Ji Wuchang. As for Xiao Fan, he has become history. This is how the world is. With the 1st place, who cares about you? The 2nd place. Tang Yuan glanced at Ji Wuchang, and his eyes showed an admiring look. He was very satisfied with Ji Wuchang. Ji Wuchang won cleanly and neatly, without any dragging, which made the Changsheng sect proud. As an elder, he was naturally very happy. At this moment, Tang Yuan's original appreciation for Xiao Fan had already disappeared completely. Xiao Xueqing, when you return to the sect in the future, you must have more contact with Wuchang. But Xiao Xueqing also nodded mechanically. He and Ji Wuchang had only been separated for a month or so. He didn't understand why senior brother Ji's cultivation had increased so much. Did senior brother Ji hide his cultivation before? But when he thought of this, Xiao Xueqing immediately felt that he had found the correct answer. Hearing the words of the master at this moment, Xiao Xueqing nodded quickly, and then left with Tang Yuan. Ji Ping's side was now surrounded by various families in my city, the heads of the Wang family, Zhang family, Bai family, Lan family and other families came over and congratulated Ji Ping. Congratulations to the head of the Ji family. With Wuchang here, the Ji family will surely reach a higher level in the future. Congratulations to the head of the Ji family. In the future, under the leadership of the head of the Ji family, my city will surely get better and better. Congratulations to the head of the Ji family. The Ji family has produced many talents. It is really enviable, that these families clasped their fists to Ji Ping one after another, with a flattering attitude and a smile on their faces. The big stone in Ji Ping's heart fell completely, and he was also shocked by Ji Wuchang's terrible punch just now. Ji Ping knew very well that even he could not take that punch. Ji Ping laughed loudly, but he would not be too arrogant. He hurriedly returned the gift, but the smile on his face could no longer fall. At this moment, Wuchang regained his calmness just now and walked down the competition stage slowly, as if it was not him who had just made a move, but this was only Wuchang's superficial calmness. His heart had already been in turmoil. My destiny has completely changed, really completely changed. Ding! Congratulations to the master for completing the first system task, which took 2 breaths of time, and the reward is being distributed. Reward the master for 15 years of cultivation. Luck value plus 500. Xiao Fan's luck value minus 500. Reward the master with a 5th grade cleansing marrow and cutting veins pill. Reward the master with a telepathic rune. You can select a specific person to activate it. After activation, the master can hear the other person's voice. Valid forever. Reward the master with 2 6th grade teleportation runes. This is a one-time consumable item. After use, you can travel thousands of miles in an instant. The system's voice kept ringing, and at the same time, an enormous force poured into Wuchang's body. Wuchang hesitated for only a moment, and immediately operated the purple chi burning heaven art, refining this huge force and sending it into his limbs. As this huge force entered his limbs, Wuchang felt that all the bones in his body were trembling. Wuchang's bones were undergoing drastic changes, from the original pure white to a color similar to milky white, with an extra layer of jade-like luster. This is the beginning of the transformation of jade bones. Of course, Wuchang himself didn't know all this. He only felt that his physical strength was growing at a terrifying speed. At this moment, Wuchang had a feeling that even if he didn't use spiritual power and only used physical strength, he would not lose if he fought against a person at the 6th level of chi refining. Of course, this was purely his feeling, and whether it was true or not still needed to be verified. With the victory over Xiao Fan, Wuchang found that his state of mind had undergone a huge change. The haze in his heart completely dissipated at this moment, and he felt like he had lost the shackles on his body. A surge of ambition emerged in his heart. Wuchang also wanted to see the outside world. He didn't want to be trapped in Buyuan province for his whole life. He wanted to compete with the Tianjiao of each state. He, Wuchang, was not inferior to others in this life. Looking at the reward of 500 luck points, Wuchang's eyes lit up instantly, and then checked the system panel. Host, Wuchang, cultivation, 6th level of chi refining, root bone, earth level middle grade, luck value, 516, special ability, none, system task, none. Looking at the luck value of 516, Wuchang's eyes became brighter and brighter. If he finds something good in the future, he will have the capital to copy it. Xiao Fan's tendons were broken in many places by Wuchang, and Wuchang knew it in his heart. It can be said that Xiao Fan's injury this time is more serious than Wuchang's in the previous life. Of course, compared with the injury to the tendons, the more serious is the damage to the heart of Tao. Wuchang broke the other party's belief in invincibility. It is worthy of being a person with great luck. He can reduce 500 luck points at once. Wuchang muttered to himself, and a smile appeared at the corner of his mouth. If his guess is correct, this Xiao Fan should still enter the Changsheng gate. After all, he is a person with great luck. Wuchang was looking forward to it. He had to keep an eye on this experienced baby and introduce his senior sister in person to him first. When he thought of this, Wuchang suddenly showed a sneer in his heart. You bitches, I will personally send you to hell in this life. Now that the matter in my city has been completed, the most urgent thing is to rush back to the sect immediately, so as not to have more troubles at night. When he thought of that secret realm, Wuchang was eager to go home. He wanted to use all the teleportation talismans he just got. Chapter 15 The Same Fate Curse. You are listening at novelfull.audio. The skill that Wuchang just used was also the 8 diagrams dragon step. Although this skill was of a lower level, it was powerful enough for people in the chi refining realm. When Wuchang heard the old woman's voice, his expression did not change at all, but he looked up and looked not far away. In the distant sky, an old woman stood there, revealing a strong pressure. Soul Division Realm, Ji Wuchang looked at the old woman calmly, and instantly judged the cultivation level of this person. But he could not judge how many levels of the soul division realm. At this moment, Xiao Xueqing's face flushed, and she was ashamed and annoyed, but there was no fear on her face. She just stared at Ji Wuchang with blazing eyes. At this moment, the old woman's body shook, and she instantly came to a few feet away. "Let go of our young lady, otherwise you will not be able to leave here alive today," the old woman spoke coldly, but she did not dare to do anything. Ji Wuchang sneered when he heard the old woman's words, and he grabbed Xiao Xueqing's throat with his right hand and exerted a little force. Xiao Xueqing had difficulty breathing, and her face flushed instantly. "Bold, aren't you afraid that the Ji family will be exterminated?" The old woman's eyes flashed with murderous intent, but there was a trace of worry in her eyes. "You old woman, who are you calling bold? You have the guts to say it again." Ji Wuchang's eyes flashed with cold light, and a wisp of green sword energy jumped in the index finger of his left hand, aiming at the center of Xiao Xueqing's eyebrows. This is the Qingyun sword art that Ji Wuchang practiced. Although the power is not very great, it is enough to use it in this occasion. The old woman's face was ashen. He didn't expect that he, a master of the soul division realm, would be scolded by a person of the 6th level of Qi refining. At this moment, she was full of murderous intent, but she really didn't dare to do it. If something happened to the young lady, she would definitely die. "Ji Wuchang, what do you want to do to let our young lady go?" The old woman's voice softened. Although her tone was still cold, she no longer had the domineering attitude she had just now. Ji Wuchang snorted coldly, and formed a seal with his left hand, and a special mark emerged. Before Xiao Xueqing could react, Ji Wuchang directly tapped the mark on Xiao Xueqing's forehead. At the moment when the mark landed on Xiao Xueqing's forehead, a trace of red light shot out from Xiao Xueqing's forehead and connected with Ji Wuchang's forehead. The old woman was horrified and was about to take action. "If she dares to move, she will definitely die." Ji Wuchang shouted loudly with a cold expression, which frightened the old woman so much that she stopped instantly and dared not move at all. In the old woman's eyes, anger rose. If eyes could kill, he would have killed Ji Wuchang hundreds of times. Xiao Xueqing stared at Ji Wuchang with anger in her eyes. In just a moment, the red light between Xiao Xueqing and Ji Wuchang's eyebrows disappeared, and Ji Wuchang threw Xiao Xueqing out with a casual throw. Ahem. Xiao Xueqing reached out to touch her neck and coughed a few times, with an extremely complicated look in her eyes. "Ji Wuchang, what a trick, he can even master the secret method of same life curse. It's not unfair that brother Xiao Fan lost." Xiao Xueqing looked at Ji Wuchang with a cold expression and spoke softly. Although the old woman had guessed it long ago, when she heard the young lady say it, her heart instantly turned cold. The same life curse is a secret method that connects the lives of two people through a secret technique. As long as one party dies, the other party will instantly die. This is a secret method that Ji Wuchang accidentally obtained in his previous life. He has never used it. Unexpectedly, it has come in handy in this life. Ji Wuchang was actually forced to do so. The old woman was too strong and he had no capital to fight against her. Although he has 2 teleportation talismans that can travel thousands of miles in an instant, this cannot completely solve the current crisis. Just now, Ji Wuchang thought for a long time and thought of this life spell. Ji Wuchang knew very well that Xiao Xueqing would never get into trouble. The other party would be one of the strong men in this continent in the future, so he didn't have to worry about the other party's death. In this case, what is he afraid of? Only this can solve the current crisis, because his cultivation is too low. The life spell he cast can only bind each other's lives for 3 years, but 3 years is enough. He can change a lot of things. "Miss Xiao, we are the same. If I don't have any tricks, I will be in your hands today." Ji Wuchang's mouth corners slightly raised, and he pushed back unceremoniously. When Xiao Xueqing heard Ji Wuchang's words, her expression calmed down instead, and she just snorted coldly. "Miss, do you want me to catch him back?" The old woman looked at Xiao Xueqing and spoke in a deep voice. "Old woman, if you dare to touch a hair of mine, I will kill myself immediately. If you don't believe me, try it." When Ji Wuchang heard the old woman's words, he was shocked and spoke quickly, and at the same time, a 6th-grade teleportation talisman appeared in his hand. As long as he feels that the situation is not right, he will slip away immediately. When Xiao Xueqing heard Ji Wuchang's words, her eyes were very complicated, and then she said coldly, "Ji Wuchang, you are shameless. Just wait for me, I will get this revenge from you sooner or later." After Xiao Xueqing finished speaking, she turned around and left, feeling very puzzled. When the old woman heard what the young lady said, she snorted coldly, flicked her fingers, and a gust of wind rushed straight to Ji Wuchang. With a bang, Ji Wuchang's body flew backwards and hit a big tree directly, and blood flowed from the corner of his mouth. The old woman turned around and left, following Xiao Xueqing, and the two disappeared in a blink of an eye. Ji Wuchang stood up slowly and wiped the blood from the corner of his mouth with his hand. "Old woman, Ji Wuchang, will remember this grudge and will definitely ask you for it later." After Ji Wuchang finished speaking, a smile appeared on his lips. He knew that he had made the right bet. Ding! Congratulations to the master for defeating the lucky person Xiao Xueqing, and reward luck value 100. Just then, the voice of the system sounded in Ji Wuchang's mind. Ji Wuchang was slightly stunned, and then overjoyed. He didn't expect that there would be rewards like this. "System, do I get luck value rewards for defeating anyone?" Ji Wuchang thought of this question and asked quickly, "Master, no. Only those who defeat those with great luck or the Son of Luck will get luck value rewards. There is no reward for others. Generally speaking, people with luck value above 300 are considered lucky people." When Ji Wuchang heard this, he was a little disappointed, but he soon calmed down. "It seems that I am destined to be a villain. Otherwise, how can I get more luck points?" After Ji Wuchang figured it out, his eyes lit up instantly. "In the last life, I was a good person, but I didn't get any good rewards. I'll be a villain. With the system, I'm afraid of no one. I'll just kill everyone who blocks my way." Ji Wuchang explored the surroundings and found no one following him, so he didn't stop and ran away. Ji Wuchang decided to return to Changshengmen as quickly as possible to avoid more dreams at night. Chapter 16 Return to Changshengmen. You are listening at novelfull.audio. 20 days later, Ji Wuchang stood in front of the mountain gate of Changshengmen, with a hint of excitement in his eyes. "Finally I'm back, and I'm back intact." Ji Wuchang sighed, and then his eyes lit up. System, sign in, ding. Successfully signed in at the gate of Changshengmen, rewarded with 10 years of cultivation. Luck value plus 12. Hearing the voice of the system, Ji Wuchang burst into tears. For these 20 days, he signed in the wild, and the reward was luck value plus 1. As for cultivation, that was impossible. After 20 days, he signed in and got a total of 24 luck points. Feeling a pure spiritual power appearing in his body, Ji Wuchang did not suppress it, and directly operated the purple chi burning heaven art to introduce this spiritual power into his tendons and dantian. With the influx of this spiritual power, Ji Wuchang's cultivation began to rise, and in just a moment, he reached the peak of the 6th level of chi refining. But it's not over yet, and then he directly broke through the 7th level of chi refining and reached the middle stage of the 7th level of chi refining. Improved a whole realm. 10 years of cultivation only improved one realm. To be honest, it was too little. But now Ji Wuchang is no longer the same as before. He has tempered a golden skin through the purple chi burning heaven art, and these days, he is also tempering jade bones. At this moment, Ji Wuchang is constantly expanding the limits of his body. Ji Wuchang glanced at the system panel. Host, Ji Wuchang. Cultivation, chi refining level 7 middle stage. Root bone, birth rank middle grade. Chi luck value, 652. Special ability, none. System task, none. The chi luck value is already 652. If there are good things in the future, I should be able to think about them. Junior brother Ji, you are back. Just then, a man walked out of the Changsheng gate and saw Ji Wuchang standing at the gate of the sect. He couldn't help but greet him with a smile. This man's name is Chang Bei. He is the registered disciple of the 4th elder Yin Shuyao. He and Ji Wuchang were in the Changsheng gate at the same time, and the two of them have some friendship. If it was before, Ji Wuchang would definitely be very enthusiastic. After all, the relationship between the two was still good, but in the previous life, after Chang Bei saw that Ji Wuchang's tendons were damaged, he often belittled Ji Wuchang everywhere and said that Ji Wuchang was useless. Moreover, he often said that Ji Wuchang was a waste and should be expelled from the sect. Later, in a secret trial, Ji Wuchang killed him and let him die in the hands of a group of monsters. At this moment, facing Chang Bei's greeting, Ji Wuchang nodded calmly, and then flew into the sect. Chang Bei looked at Ji Wuchang's departing back and frowned slightly. What a thing, you really think of yourself as a big shot. Wait a few months later, when the big competition comes, see how I beat you. Chang Bei spoke viciously to Ji Wuchang's back, and the expression on his face was completely different from just now. From the first day he entered the Changsheng gate, he was jealous of Ji Wuchang. The other party's root bone is a middle-grade earth-level bone, and he is only a high-grade Xian-level bone, which is too much of a difference. If he hadn't had a chance to break through to the third level of Qi refining, he wouldn't have been able to transfer from the outer sect to the inner sect. But why can he only be a registered disciple, while Ji Wuchang is the direct disciple of the third elder Meng Kaihong? He was unwilling to accept it. Therefore, Chang Bei wanted to prove himself, and defeating Ji Wuchang was the best choice. A registered disciple defeated a direct disciple, which was exciting to think about. It would definitely cause a sensation in Changshengmen at that time. Ji Wuchang didn't know that someone was dreaming of youth. Ji Wuchang didn't stop at all and went straight to Xiao Xueqing, which was the mountain where the third elder Meng Kaihong was. It was also the mountain where Ji Wuchang lived. In fact, Ji Wuchang had been out for less than 2 months, but he felt as if he had been in another world. Everything was normal in Xiao Xueqing, but the grass on the mountain was greener. Fourth junior brother, you're back. At this moment, a man's voice sounded, and his words were gentle, giving people a feeling of being bathed in spring breeze. This man's name was Zeng Linghong, and he was his second senior brother. The fourth level of foundation building. Upon hearing this voice, Ji Wuchang couldn't help but smile, and hurriedly clasped his fists and said, "Hello, second brother." Ji Wuchang's smile was sincere. In the previous life, apart from Master Meng Kaihong, this second brother was the best to him, but unfortunately, he didn't come back during a secret trial, but it should be a few decades away. Ji Wuchang kept this in mind and saw if he could help this second brother in the future. Zeng Linghong glanced at Ji Wuchang, then smiled and said, "Junior brother, your cultivation has improved a lot after going out, which is gratifying." Seeing that junior brother's cultivation has improved greatly, I know that this trip must be very smooth. That when Ji Wuchang heard this, he couldn't help but smile and said, "Second senior brother has a keen eye, and nothing can be hidden from second senior brother." Zeng Linghong laughed, then said, "Master is still in retreat. Fourth junior brother doesn't need to go to Master for the time being." That when Ji Wuchang heard this, he was slightly stunned. He remembered that when he came back in his previous life, his master had already come out of retreat and successfully broke through to the Soul Division realm. Then Ji Wuchang instantly figured it out. In this life, he traveled day and night, and it only took him 20 days to reach the sect. In the previous life, it took more than a month, and at that time, Master had been out of retreat for 2 days. Thinking of this, Ji Wuchang couldn't help but smile slightly, and then said, "Master said some time ago that he would retreat to impact the Soul Division realm. This retreat must be a natural outcome. It seems that our Xiao Xueqing will be busy for a few days later." Zeng Linghong smiled and nodded when he heard it. He also knew that Master's retreat this time should be a sure thing. At this time, 2 figures came from a distance, and the person in the lead was quite beautiful, a pair of curved willow leaf eyebrows, thin red lips, and a white and tender little face, with a head of black hair casually scattered, really makes people's eyes bright. This person is Inkursin, Ji Wuchang's senior sister, who has the 6th level of foundation building realm cultivation. The woman with a pair of ponytails behind Inkursin is Ji Wuchang's 3rd senior sister Tai Yujia, who has the 2nd level of foundation building realm cultivation. If it was the previous Ji Wuchang, seeing Inkursin and Tai Yujia, he would definitely come forward to say hello immediately. In his previous life, Ji Wuchang had been a loyal licker of Inkursin and Tai Yujia for decades. even though he knew that they had a good relationship with Xiao Fan, Wuchang still endured it, but in this life, he won't do that. "Hello, senior sister, third sister," Wuchang spoke calmly. Ankerson looked cold, then nodded calmly and said, "It's good to be back, don't disturb Master's retreat." This was the tone of Ankerson's previous life to Wuchang. Every word she said seemed to have a taste that could not be questioned. Chapter 17 Wind and Thunder Fist. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Wuchang sneered inwardly and nodded calmly. In his previous life, he liked Ankerson's cold expression, which was in line with the image of a fairy in his heart. Even though he was treated like a dog by Ankerson later, he felt extremely sweet, thinking that the senior sister cared about him. It was not until he saw her lying in Xiao Fan's arms with a smile that Wuchang understood. Apart from secretly hating in his heart, he could do nothing, because his cultivation was much lower than both of them. In this life, he would not be a dog to lick anyone, but only be himself. "Brother, sister, I have been on the road for more than 20 days, so I will go back first." Wuchang clasped his fists calmly, and then turned around and left without waiting for them to speak. Ankerson and Tai Yujia frowned slightly, but did not say anything. Soon, Wuchang came to a house on the north side of Xiaozhu Peak. This was his residence, which was relatively remote. Xiaozhu Peak is the peak with the least number of people in Changshengmen, and the peak master is naturally Meng Kaihong. Next are her 4 major disciples. There are more than 10 people guarding the medicine field behind them. Although these people are in the inner sect, they are outer disciples. If they perform well, they are likely to join Xiaozhu Peak and become attendants of Wuchang and his 3 senior brothers and sisters. The best result is to become a registered disciple of Meng Kaihong. But this result is very unlikely. Wuchang pushed open the door that had not been opened for nearly 2 months, and there was already a thick layer of dust on the ground. With a wave of Wuchang's hand, a dust-cleansing talisman flew out, and the dust in the whole room dissipated rapidly in an instant. Wuchang's room is very simple, with a bed, a table, a chair, and a futon. Wuchang came to the futon, sat cross-legged, and then took out the pair of boxing gloves he got from the Bai family. It was time to reveal the secrets inside. In fact, Wuchang also took it out for research during the 20 days of traveling, and he had found some clues. Wuchang looked at the boxing gloves in front of him. Without any hesitation, he clenched his right fist and punched the gloves. The power of the 7th level of Qi refining exploded and hit the gloves. A trace of lightning power instantly surged on the fist, forming a thin layer of light shield. With a bang, the light shield shattered, and lightning rushed to Wuchang's hand, burning the surface of Wuchang's fist black. Wuchang looked normal, as if he was not the one in pain. As the spiritual power surged in his body, the charred surface of the fist gradually faded, and after a moment, it returned to normal. Wuchang looked at his fist, and the fist without the layer of light shield became ordinary. On the fingertips of Wuchang's left hand, a wisp of green sword energy jumped. With Wuchang's light stroke, the boxing gloves separated, revealing a small piece of silk inside. Wuchang picked up the silk, and lightning surged on the silk, with lightning runes jumping on it. At this moment, Wuchang understood that the lightning power on the boxing gloves all came from this silk that was only 2 fingers thick. Wuchang's soul power surged from his brows and then wrapped the silk. The moment Wuchang's soul power touched the silk instantly turned into a ray of light and disappeared in Wuchang's brows. When the silk appeared again, it had already arrived in Wuchang's soul sea of consciousness. Wind and Thunder Fist, fierce and domineering, as fast as the wind. Jojo relies on wind and thunder for vitality, and when wind and thunder come out, thousands of fists mourn. Words jumped out from the silk and appeared in Wuchang's mind. Wuchang's body shook violently, and his eyes showed an ecstatic look. Wuchang still remembered that after Xiao Fan joined Changshengmen, he participated in the Sect competition of Changshengmen a few months later. At that time, his cultivation was the 9th level of Qi refining, but he defeated a Changshengmen disciple who was at the 2nd level of foundation establishment with a set of fierce and unparalleled boxing. This battle made Xiao Fan completely enter the sight of the Changshengmen high-level leaders, and the 5 elders also really devoted themselves to training Xiao Fan. Wuchang can now be sure that it is this set of Wind and Thunder Fist. Compared with the Wind and Thunder Fist, the Thunder Explosion Fist is simply garbage, not even worthy of carrying shoes for the Wind and Thunder Fist. Wuchang hurriedly calmed himself down and received the contents of the silk. After a moment, the silk dissipated, which was the upper half of the Wind and Thunder Fist. Wuchang looked at the other boxing gloves with fiery eyes, and did the same, and soon got another piece of silk from it again. This is the lower half of the Wind and Thunder Fist. There are a total of 10 punches in the Wind and Thunder Fist, but it is not easy to practice. You must open up a special space in your body and then condense the power of Wind and Thunder. However, this is not difficult for Wuchang, because there is a place in Changshengmen where there is Wind and Thunder power all year round. This place is the Wind and Thunder Valley of Changshengmen, and it is also the place where many disciples of Changshengmen temper their bodies. The power of Wind and Thunder in the Wind and Thunder Valley is very strong. Even people in the Soul Division realm dare not go too deep, otherwise there is a risk of falling. Wuchang often went to the Wind and Thunder Valley in his previous life, but he just used your Wind and Thunder power to temper his body, and never thought about condensing the power of Wind and Thunder. Wuchang looked at the Wind and Thunder Fist carefully, and then couldn't help but secretly smack his lips. The 9 punches of the Wind and Thunder Fist actually have realm requirements. With his current cultivation in the Qi refining realm, he can practice the first punch only after condensing the power of Wind and Thunder. Every punch practice in the future must be promoted to a higher realm. The reason is that the Wind and Thunder power required for each punch of the Wind and Thunder Fist is multiplied on the basis of the previous one. Therefore, only by improving the cultivation level can one withstand that terrible power. Wuchang was not surprised but happy. This is the real peak combat skill he needs. In Tianqian continent, combat skills, and bones are divided into 4 levels: heaven, earth, black and yellow. Each level is divided into 4 levels: low grade, medium grade, high grade, and top grade. Although the silk does not introduce what grade the Wind and Thunder Fist belongs to, Wuchang estimates that it should be a heaven grade combat skill. This is a field that Wuchang could not touch in his previous life. In his previous life, Wuchang used all his means, and only had 1 earth grade top grade combat skill, which he regarded as a treasure. Wuchang looked at the scrapped boxing gloves in front of him, and did not feel any pity. Then he waved his hand, and a fireball appeared, engulfing the boxing gloves. In just a moment, the boxing gloves turned into ashes. As the saying goes, blessing and misfortune are dependent, and misfortune and blessing are hidden. Although the trip to my city was dangerous, it was more of a blessing. It's just that Wuchang in his previous life was too confident, or too arrogant, and didn't take the opponent seriously at all, otherwise he wouldn't have been defeated so badly. In this life, he used his advantages to the extreme, which gave him such a rich reward. Wuchang knew very well that Changshengmen was his real blessed land. If he wanted to compete with those real geniuses in the future, he must lay the most solid foundation in Changshengmen. Chapter 18: Xiao Xueqing's Change of Attitude. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Wuchang thought about it, and then set a small goal for himself in his heart, to condense 10 flawless Dao platforms. The number of Dao platforms is the key to measuring a person's future achievements. Many people think that there are only 9 levels in the Qi refining realm, but Wuchang, who has the memory of his previous life, knows very well that there is another level in the Qi refining realm, which is the 10th level. The 10th level of the Qi refining realm does not exist in the cultivation system, but is a special existence. People with great luck like Xiao Fan could not touch this realm in his previous life, which shows how difficult it is. To reach the 10th level of Qi refining, one condition must be met, that is, to cultivate oneself to the extreme of the 9th level of Qi refining. This extreme includes the physical body, the soul and the mental state. In layman's terms, it means that the spirit and the physical body reach their peak at the same time. Specifically, it is the golden skin, jade bones and the divine treasure. In this special state, you can touch the realm of the 10th level of Qi refining. You must know that only by reaching the 10th level of Qi refining can you directly condense 10 Dao platforms when breaking through the foundation building realm. In Wuchang's impression, there is a person in the entire Tianqian continent who has condensed 10 Taoist platforms, and it is a woman, but he can't remember who this person is. After Wuchang memorized the key points of the first punch of the wind and thunder fist, he began to close his eyes and practice the purple qi burning heaven art. The purple qi burning heaven art is best practiced when the sun rises in the east, when there is a huge amount of purple air poured into the body, but practicing at night also has huge benefits, which can absorb the power of the moonlight and achieve the fusion of yin and yang. Because Wuchang has the experience of practicing in his previous life, he naturally understands these. The night passed quickly, and Wuchang woke up from practice, then he flew to the roof and waited for the sun to rise. The majestic purple air turned into a torrent and entered Wuchang's body. Wuchang did not hesitate at all and used them all to temper his body. In the last life, he suffered this loss. He blindly pursued cultivation and ignored the body, which made the road narrower and narrower. In this life, you not only have golden skin and jade bones, but also have to temper the divine treasure. Shenzong is a description of the internal organs being tempered to the extreme. The internal organs can create gods and hide the world, so it is called Shenzong. If the golden skin and jade bones are the external appearance of the flesh, Shenzong is the internal appearance of the flesh. Of course, he has not yet started to temper the internal organs, and Shenzong is too far away for him. As the last ray of purple air entered his abdomen, feeling the slow transformation of his flesh, Wuchang couldn't help but smile. System, sign in, ding. Changshengmen Xiao Xueqing signed in successfully, and was rewarded with 6 years of cultivation. Luck value +5. The voice of the system sounded, and a pure spiritual power poured into Wuchang's body. Wuchang hurriedly operated the skills and dispersed this huge spiritual power into his limbs. A burst of crackling sounded in Wuchang's body, like a firecracker exploding. From time to time, a wisp of black gas drifted outside Wuchang's body. This was the impurity in his body. Wuchang still has a 5th-grade marrow cleansing and vein clearing pill, but he is not in a hurry to take it. Instead, he will wait until he reaches the peak of the 9th level of qi refining before taking it. Wuchang knows very well that good steel should be used on the blade. Taking it at the peak of the 9th level of qi refining can increase Wuchang's overall strength by 1 level, thus finding an opportunity to reach the 10th level of qi refining. At this moment, a figure came from a distance. It was the second senior brother Zeng Linghong. Second senior brother, good morning. Wuchang smiled and greeted Zeng Linghong. Zeng Linghong glanced at Wuchang and was slightly stunned. For some reason, he felt that his junior brother seemed to have become much stronger. But after watching Wuchang's cultivation, he felt that it might be his illusion. After all, Wuchang's cultivation had not changed. Junior brother, I am going to the back mountain to practice for a few days. Do you want to join me? Zeng Linghong put aside what he was thinking and said with a smile. When Wuchang heard this, his eyes lit up instantly. He naturally wanted to go to the back mountain. He couldn't wait for that secret realm. If someone took away the things in the secret realm in advance, Wuchang would definitely cry without tears. He was still thinking about finding a reason. Now that the second senior brother asked, it couldn't be better. Okay, second senior brother. Wuchang agreed readily, but in his heart he was thinking that if his guess was right, Changshengmen should have completed the recruitment of disciples in my city. I don't know if it will be the same as in the previous life. Xiao Fan worshipped under the 5th elder Tang Yuan. Just when Wuchang was thinking about this, in my city, just as Wuchang thought, Changshengmen's recruitment of disciples had ended. Xiao Fan, Bing, Bai Yao and others were selected by Changshengmen, but unlike in the previous life, Tang Yuan did not accept Xiao Fan as a disciple. Xiao Fan's face was much gloomier, and the injuries to his tendons and veins were roughly healed. The reason was that a mysterious person sent a pill. In fact, this mysterious person is the old woman next to Xiao Xueqing, who brought a 4th-grade Yanmai pill. Although this pill is not a special pill for healing tendons and veins, it is quite effective, and it has healed Xiao Fan's tendon and vein injuries by about 90%. In the past few days, whenever Xiao Fan thought of the scene where he couldn't even take a single move from the opponent, his face instantly became ferocious. Although he knew that Wuchang was in Changshengmen, he still came. Xiao Fan believed that he was no weaker than Wuchang. Xiao Xueqing and the old woman stood on a mountain peak not far away, watching the Eternal Life Gate flying boat gradually move away. They couldn't help but sigh. "Miss, what should Wuchang do?" The old woman spoke helplessly, because Wuchang planted the fate curse on Xiao Xueqing. Although it only lasted 3 years, once Wuchang died, Xiao Xueqing was finished. As soon as Xiao Xueqing heard about Wuchang, she immediately felt a sharp pain in her neck and it was a little difficult to breathe. "This bastard really deserves to be killed," Xiao Xueqing cursed secretly, and then said, "Never mind, let's go home." That when the old woman heard this, she couldn't help but become anxious and quickly said, "Miss, just in case." Xiao Xueqing glanced at the old woman, and then said calmly, "Such a treacherous person, do you think he can die so easily? I noticed that day that this guy was holding a 6th grade teleportation talisman in his hand. Even if he doesn't threaten with the same fate curse, we can't kill him. Brother Xiao Fan has been holding back for several years and wanted to step on him to get the upper hand, but in the end he couldn't even block a single move from him. Good people don't live long, but disasters last for thousands of years. Therefore, he will not die. Let's go back. He will definitely leave Boyunzu in the future, and it won't be too late to deal with him then." When the old woman heard this, she couldn't refute for a moment and could only nod. "Miss, what about Master Xiao Fan?" That when Xiao Xueqing heard this, she couldn't help but sigh, and then said, "Just leave it to fate." Chapter 19, The Third Level Beast Fox Hunter. You are listening at novelfull.audio. In the dense jungle, 2 figures moved forward slowly. These 2 people are none other than Zhen Linghong and Wuchang. "Junior brother, be careful, there are many ferocious beasts living here." Zhen Linghong spoke with a smile, but his soul was constantly detecting the surroundings, very cautiously. Wuchang nodded. This second senior brother was indeed good. He was very good to him no matter in his previous life or in this life. Moreover, Wuchang knew very well that the second senior brother liked the third senior sister Taiyujie, but he never said it until his death in his previous life. Later, Taiyujie followed Xiao Fan and became Xiao Fan's little crush. The result was worse than the senior sister. When Xiao Fan encountered a life-and-death crisis and needed someone to delay so that he could use his secret technique, Taiyujie was pushed out. The result was that he was chopped into flesh and his soul was destroyed. It was precisely because of this stimulation that the second senior brother later decided to go on an adventure in the secret realm to improve his strength and seek revenge against Xiao Fan, but in the end, he died in the secret realm, and everything was settled. Wuchang couldn't help but sigh when he thought of these things, feeling worthless for his second senior brother. Why bother risking your life for a woman who doesn't love you? Therefore, Wuchang decided to help his second senior brother and rescue him. As for senior sister and third senior sister, let's go as early as possible to avoid harming others by staying behind. If given the chance, Wuchang would kill the 2 of them himself. The misery of his previous life is also inseparable from the 2 of them. At this moment, a rustling sound came from afar, making Wuchang and Zhen Linghong instantly alert. Second senior brother, he should be hunting foxes. Although Wuchang didn't see it, based on his experience in the previous life, he was 80% sure that he was hunting a fox. Hunting fox is a ferocious beast with 2 tails. This kind of ferocious beast is not big in size. It is usually at the 1st level, and at most it is only at the 3rd level, which is equivalent to a monk in the Purple Mansion realm. Their fur is very soft and they are very popular among monks. Foxes like to hunt in groups, a bit like wolves. Moreover, they have extremely sharp claws that can easily tear out throats. In addition, they are extremely fast, so they are very dangerous among low-level ferocious beasts. Just as Wuchang finished speaking, a small head appeared hundreds of meters away. It's fox hunting. As this little head appeared, one little head after another appeared, dozens in total. Zhen Linghong's expression became serious and he said, "Junior brother, when we take action later, you should follow me." Wuchang smiled slightly, and then said, "Second senior brother, don't worry, I can still deal with these little guys." After Wuchang finished speaking, he waved his hand, and a long sword appeared in his hand. This long sword was given to Wuchang by Meng Kaihong when he was his apprentice. Meng Kaihong said it was used by her when she was young and it was a low-grade magical weapon. In the cultivation world of Tianqian continent, weapons are divided into 6 levels, namely treasure weapons, magical weapons, spiritual weapons, holy weapons, and imperial weapons. Wuchang is only at the qi refining realm. Meng Kaihong can give him a low-grade magic weapon, which means he is extremely valued. Many people don't even have treasures. The weapon used by Zheng Linghong and the others was also a magic weapon, but it was of a higher grade than Wuchang. It was a middle-grade magic weapon. Both of them were holding long swords in their hands and stood still without moving. Dozens of hunting foxes looked at each other for a moment, then slowly spread out in all directions, forming a semi-arc shape and surrounding the two people. This is a common method for hunting foxes, attacking them from all directions. Wuchang looked at these hunting foxes with lightning eyes. Even though each of them only weighed about 10 kilograms at most, their speed and strength were not small. Second senior brother, the fiery red hunting fox in the middle, is their leader. You will focus on dealing with that one later. Wuchang was experienced and immediately identified the leader of this group of guys. As long as the leader of the fox hunting is killed, the rest of the fox hunting will immediately run away. Zheng Linghong was slightly startled. He was also looking for the leader of this group of hunting foxes just now, but he couldn't make a judgment because several of them were very strong. However, the one pointed out by Wuchang was not the strongest one, which made Zheng Linghong quite surprised, but Zheng Linghong believed what Wuchang said. His junior brother was not the kind of person who spoke randomly. Junior brother, be careful later, I will solve it as soon as possible. Zheng Linghong spoke to Wuchang, and then looked solemn. At this moment, the hunting foxes moved. Dozens of hunting foxes rushed towards the two people from all directions. They raised their sharp claws and jumped high to catch the two people. If Wuchang is caught on the body, even if it is made into golden skin, it will probably be a bloody mess. Their claws are much more powerful than ordinary swords. Kill! Wuchang and Zheng Linghong shouted loudly at the same time. Zheng Linghong unfolded the long sword in his hand and slashed it down. The long sword instantly transformed into several sword shadows and struck directly at several hunting foxes. Several hunting foxes screamed in agony, and were chopped into 2 pieces by Zheng Linghong's sword. Blood instantly filled the air. Wuchang's expression was calm, and he kept moving with his feet using the Bagua wandering dragon step. As the long sword in his hand danced, the green sword light jumped and pierced the throat of the jumping fox. The blood bloomed, and the hunting fox fell down, blood spraying everywhere. Wuchang kept walking and leaned back to avoid the throat kill of the 2 hunting foxes. He clenched his left fist and punched a hunting fox in the abdomen, sending it flying dozens of feet away. Dead. Wuchang almost forgot that the fur of hunting foxes is very valuable. If you use their fur to make a cloak, it will definitely be a very warm thing. When Wuchang thought of this, his eyes became more and more fiery. There was a sword light jumping in the index finger of his left hand, and then he pointed it into the eyes of a hunting fox. The sword energy passed through the eyes and crushed the hunting fox's brain, but the fur was intact. At this moment, a strong wind came from behind Wuchang. Wuchang seemed to have eyes on his back. His body stopped instantly, and the long sword in his right hand was pushed back and pierced directly into the mouth of a hunting fox. As Wuchang's right hand shook, the long sword crushed the hunting fox's internal organs. At this moment, Zheng Linghong had killed more than a dozen hunting foxes in succession and had come to the fiery red hunting fox that Wuchang mentioned. Just as Zheng Linghong was about to make a move, the aura of the fiery red hunting fox rose steadily, instantly, making Zheng Linghong change color. This was definitely not an ordinary second-level hunting fox, but a third-level hunting fox. Zheng Linghong's scalp tingled slightly when he thought of this. A third-level hunting fox is equivalent to the existence of the Purple Mansion realm. The location they were at the moment could only be regarded as the periphery of the back mountain. How could a third-level hunting fox appear? Zheng Linghong really couldn't figure it out. Chapter 20 Sect Master Sister Zhen Miaoqing. You are listening at novelfull.audio. But at this moment Zheng Linghong had no time to think. because level 3 fox hunting was very fast. Zheng Linghong would be in trouble if he waited for the other party to make the first move. Zheng Linghong took the lead and struck out several swords from the long sword in his hand, turning into sword shadows and heading straight towards the hunting fox. The sword technique he uses is also the Qingyun sword technique, which is a sword technique practiced by everyone in Xiaozhu Peak. The sword light roared, the sword energy was flowing freely, and it went straight to the third level fox hunting. But at this moment, Hunter Fox's body moved and turned into afterimages, disappearing instantly. All the swords that Ling Hong had slashed were in vain. The sword energy struck the ground nearby, and several deep sword marks instantly appeared on the ground. Zheng Linghong was frightened when he saw the third-level hunting fox disappearing, and secretly screamed that something was wrong. Zheng Linghong did not retreat, but rushed forward directly. The biting wind brushed against Zheng Linghong's back, and a long hole appeared in the clothes on his back. Zheng Linghong was so frightened that he broke out in a cold sweat. If he had been slower, he would have told him right here. Zheng Linghong didn't hesitate at all. With a wave of his hand, a set of inner armor appeared and was put on. Although this set of inner armor can only withstand attacks from the 9th level of Qi refining, it is better than nothing. Then, 3 more small swords appeared in Zheng Linghong's hand. Without any hesitation, with a wave of Zheng Linghong's hand, the 3 small swords flew out in an instant and headed straight for the third-level fox hunting not far away. All of this is actually done in an instant, but he is fast, and the third-level fox hunting is even faster. The third-level hunting fox raised its paw and struck it directly. There was a faint light flickering on its paw, which directly knocked Zheng Linghong's 3 small swords away. Then the third-level hunting fox turned into afterimages and rushed towards Zheng Linghong. Its speed was too fast, far faster than Zheng Linghong's. At this moment, Wuchang was killing several hunting foxes one after another, and he was watching the audience from the corner of his eyes. To be honest, Wuchang's speed is really not as fast as these hunting foxes, but his Bagua wandering dragon step is extremely sophisticated, and he only needs to hold on to a narrow area to become invincible. Therefore, around Wuchang, more than a dozen hunting foxes have fallen down at this moment. Seeing the second senior brother in danger, Wuchang frowned slightly. He did not expect that there was a third-level fox hunter. At this moment, Zheng Linghong groaned. His left arm was caught by the third-level hunting fox. The armor was broken into pieces and his flesh was bloody. The pain made Zheng Linghong turn pale. "We can't delay it any longer." Wuchang knew there was nothing he could do, and he couldn't help but reveal a ruthless look in his eyes. Wuchang kept moving with his feet to avoid the hunting fox's attack. His hands formed a seal, and in the palm prints, spiritual power gathered, and a purple ball emerged, with a terrifying aura exuding from the ball. This is the purple gas ball formed by Wuchang's daily swallowing of purple gas in his dantian, and it was brought out by Wuchang at this moment. Although purple Qi burning heaven technique is a skill, it also contains terrifying combat skills. What Wuchang wants to use at this moment is the purple Qi transforming sun, in the purple Qi burning heaven technique, which can kill enemies across levels. But once it is displayed, Wuchang's accumulation during this period will be exhausted, and he will need to accumulate purple energy again later. How can Wuchang care so much? Second senior brother's life is at stake. But just when Wuchang was about to push out the purple ball in his hand, a sword energy fell from the sky and directly penetrated the head of the third-level hunting fox. The sudden change made Wuchang and Zheng Linghong stunned at the same time. I couldn't help but look up into the sky. I saw a woman in white standing on a sword in the sky, wearing a veil on her face, and she did not reveal any breath. She just stood there quietly, without speaking, as if she was a world of her own. "Greetings, senior sister." "Thank you, senior sister, for helping me." Zheng Linghong quickly clasped his fists and spoke with an extremely respectful expression. The eldest sister Zheng Linghong mentioned was naturally not in person, but the real eldest sister of the Eternal Life Sect, Zhen Miaoqing. The daughter of the headmaster of the Eternal Life Sect, Zhen Yaotian, has reached the second level of the Purple Mansion realm. "Greetings, senior sister." Wuchang was stunned for a moment, and then he hurriedly raised his fists and saluted, with a hint of admiration in his eyes. According to the memory of the previous life, this senior sister Zhen Miaoqing will soon leave the Eternal Life Sect and travel outside. 100 years later, when the Eternal Life sect was facing a life-and-death crisis, senior sister Zhen Miaoqing, who had not been heard from until now, suddenly appeared, and her cultivation had reached the 6th god realm. Next to her, there is an old man, who is extremely terrifying. With one palm shot, the thousands of people who invaded the Eternal Life sect were turned into blood mist. Wuchang heard Zhen Miaoqing call the other party master, but his cultivation was too poor in his last life, and he didn't know where this old man came from. After this time, Zhen Miaoqing left with her master, and Wuchang was never seen again. Recently, several ferocious beasts have been fighting for supremacy in the back mountain, causing many ferocious beasts to flee. You should go back to the sect. Zhen Miaoqing's cold voice came, and then the sword at her feet flew up, taking her away in an instant. In just a moment, he disappeared without a trace. Zheng Linghong looked at Zhen Miaoqing's leaving figure with a look of respect in his eyes. This elder sister of the Eternal Life sect has a cold face and a warm heart. Whenever she encounters a disciple of the Eternal Life sect in danger, she will help him. Zheng Linghong never thought that a trip to the back mountain for training would be so dangerous. At this moment, there were no hunting foxes around them. The moment the 3rd-level hunting fox died, all the other hunting foxes ran away. Wuchang had already taken back the purple ball in his hand. It would be better if he didn't have to use it. After all, it was the result of his hard work for more than 20 days. Wuchang saw that his second brother's left arm was bloody and he hurried forward to help bandage it. Little brother, I'm sorry. I didn't expect it to be so dangerous today. Now I'm also injured and need to go back to recuperate. Let's forget about this back mountain training. Zheng Linghong said apologetically. Wuchang smiled and said, second brother, you go back first. I'll take a look around here. The sect mission this month has not been completed yet. Wuchang naturally couldn't go back. He was going to the secret realm to get treasures. Zheng Linghong frowned when he heard Wuchang's words. He pondered for a moment and said, Junior brother, don't go too deep. Just look at the periphery. As for the monthly sect mission, there are still 10 days this month. If it doesn't work, I will accompany you to complete it. Wuchang was very moved when he heard Zheng Linghong's words, and nodded and agreed. Then the two of them sorted out the battlefield and collected the complete fox hunting. There are also rewards for taking these things to the sect. Zheng Linghong gave Wuchang a few more words before leaving. Watching Zheng Linghong disappear, Wuchang looked around and then chose a direction, his eyes burning.